A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars, we're talking about Star Wars, we're talking about Star Wars. Yes, we are. We're talking about Star Wars. Can you guess what we're talking about today? Two sides of the same coin. This podcast is weird. Hello, welcome to Two Sides of the Same Coin podcast. I am your host, Noah, and I have an announcement to make. Sadly, my co-host, PJ, had to step down for a little bit. He has some life stuff that he needs to take care of right now, so put your thoughts and prayers out to him. But I've had his blessing to continue on the podcast, and I'm still going to do my best to crank out good content for you every week. And I have some plans too. Like, I'm planning to have a whole bunch of guests and teaming up with a bunch of podcasts and even a YouTube channel. And speaking of teaming up with podcasts, our special guest here today, he's a hilarious comedian. He's a man of many voices. He is the host of the Movie Room podcast. Introducing Nico DeMarco.
Hi, everybody. Oh, sorry. I had a frog in my throat. What's going on?
Oh, man.
What's going on?
It's going pretty good, man. It's. I'm so excited to have you on the podcast.
I'm excited to be here.
For those who don't know, the Movie Room podcast is my favorite podcast. Go listen, subscribe, follow to the Movie Room podcast if you want to just laugh and learn about movies
in a fun way.
Yeah. I just listened to the podcast, the latest episode of the podcast last night. It was hilarious.
Thank you, man. We were trying. We used to do 2 a week. Now we're down to 1 every 3 weeks. It seems like, but no, we'll be more consistent.
Oh,
we're trying.
It's hard. It's hard to be consistent. Once you you actually start like making content, you don't realize how hard it is until you're making it.
Well, I think you just need to prioritize what you want. Actually, I'm getting a backdrop today for shooting B-roll for films that I'm going to be reviewing and stuff on the YouTube channel. So, yeah,
that's cool.
Yes.
I just say Danny's dream was really weird, and I think you should definitely make that into a movie.
His dream or my dream or both?
Or both. I mean, I feel like you could do a legit movie on his dream.
Probably. I'd have to know how to use like the X Studio or something.
Yeah.
To do the CGI and stuff. But
if you want to know what we're talking about,
Star Wars.
Luke,
yes.
Where is Padme?
Where is Padme?
All right, today we are going over our top, well, not necessarily top. We are ranking the Star Wars movies.
Just the movies, right?
Just the movies.
Okay.
Other content, that'll be another episode. And this is going to be starting a little series I'm doing. After today's ranking, I am going to be rewatching and reviewing all the Star Wars movies. And once I'm done watching all the movies, I will do another video re-ranking them and seeing if the ranking has changed at all.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So, since you are a special guest, why don't you start first? What is number 11 for you?
I think that's pretty easy.
Yeah, I know.
That is The Last Jedi.
Oh, really? So the list has changed. I was expecting something else. Okay, yeah, that's understandable though.
I'm gonna put that one last. I know what you were thinking, and that one's number 10.
Okay. All right. Do you want to go in a little bit of reasoning why you think it deserves to be last?
So The Last Jedi is just bad. Overall, the story, like I was so hyped after The Force Awakens, and being a long time Star Wars fan, just like you, I mean, come on, I saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters, like with my buddy John back in the day, and we would play lightsaber battles all day, every day. Read all the books.
Childhood.
Read all the books, childhood. Everything.
Yeah.
And when the Force Awakens came out, I was like, yes, I'm so hyped for Star Wars. We're gonna get 2 more movies, and then they came out with Rogue One and everything too, and that was even cooler.
Yeah.
But The Last Jedi is just, the plot was all over the place. I really wish they would have stuck with J.J. Abrams' plans and not have let him go, because if he would have completed the trilogy, I think the trilogy would have been a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
There's just there's scenes that you don't need, like the whole freaking casino scene.
You don't really need characters too.
Yeah, like you're trying to introduce subplots that don't really need anything. And why are you doing it in the second movie? Like you know right away we're gonna have to resolve this.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I don't know. I don't like it. It's still a Star Wars movie, so I still will enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
And there's also no lightsaber battle. It's like, come on.
That's really weird. Like, there's lightsabers, and you see them waving them around, but none make contact.
Yeah, and I didn't even pick up on that the first time I watched it. Well, I'll tell you something. The first time I watched it, I fell asleep in the theater. So,
I mean, yeah, I can see that happening. There are some definitely boring scenes, like when Luke's just walking around the planet. And and Rey's just following him, like, I'm watching you.
Well, the fact that this one mistake makes him regret ever trying to train people is no, that's
yeah. And the thing is,
I don't get
no way all the Jedi has been wiped out, because there's been a whole generation between the end of the Empire to the beginning of the First Order, and that, I mean,
yeah, they have plot holes in that movie, lots of.
That definitely gives Luke the opportunity to train some people, and some of those people by now should have been masters and should be training more people.
And they also killed Snoke, so it was what the hell?
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'll go for my number 11. Mine's a little different. Rise of Skywalker, which is the third movie of the prequels.
Sequels.
Yeah, the sequels. Yeah. Oh, the sequels. Oh, boy. I'm sorry. All right. No, it's just, I like this movie less than The Last Jedi, just because the plot also has a lot of holes. I think maybe a little bit more holes than The Last Jedi. Also, you're planet jumping so much. We go to 8 different planets in this movie. And I kind of think it's stupid. And there's also a lot of useless characters that it's just okay, this is the third movie. Why are you introducing characters that may be big or not, or just useless characters that we don't care anything about? And
yeah,
I think what really makes me mad is they're basically changing the definition of Star Wars with some stuff, especially with, I know Rey is technically the granddaughter of Palpatine, spoiler alert.
Stupid.
But I don't care if you're related to the freaking Emperor. You should not be able to use Force lightning unless you're a true Sith.
Yeah, it's true. That's one of the more harder powers to learn. Vader didn't.
Yeah, Vader didn't use it. Darth Maul didn't use it. I mean, Dooku used it, but he went through a lot of training. I mean, he was a master Jedi before he was a Sith. And I felt a lot of knowledge and hatred comes in with that. And oh, I'm a little irritated. Zap.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I mean, there are definitely some cool scenes. I thought the lightsaber battle that she and Kylo Ren had, when they were in 2 different places, I thought that was cool. And there was definitely a few cool scenes.
My thing is, with that, you know how they're in 2 different places.
Yeah.
Kylo's mostly controlling it.
Yeah.
Because
it's really weird.
Rey does not have that power. She can barely freaking use the Force.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, her Force abilities, because, like, oh, they're strong at one moment, and then they're weak at the other moment. And
Yeah,
yet...
I loved Force Awakens because when they introduced it, it wasn't like it took time. She didn't just like learn how to float things, right away.
Yeah, I mean, she did have some raw power, but like,
but that's a lot of people do, and that's to show that you have the midichlorians.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people were complaining about Force Awakens, how she was able to force the lightsaber to her hand. I'm like, well, that's one of the first things you learn how to do.
Yeah,
so that's not terribly hard. But Force lightning, no, that's a completely different thing.
Yeah, just a little, and she was only like a little angry,
Yeah, Force, and she also has healing powers too. Those do not like work. You can't do Force lightning and then heal someone. I don't know. All right, let's go to the next one. What's your number 10?
Solo, a Star Wars story.
Okay. I mean, I was expecting this towards the end of the list. Do you want to tell us why?
Solo to me was all right. There before I go like trashing it, there are things I like. I do like Lando Calrissian's portrayal in that one. As far as like how Han got his name, I thought that was kind of like a cop out.
I mean, I do agree with you. That was kind of stupid. It's just like, oh, what's your name? Han. Just Han. Okay, Han Solo.
Yeah, stupid. But I thought like obviously Woody Harrelson's in it, so that he's my boy. If you guys don't know, on this podcast, come over to the movie room. You'll hear all about Woody.
Yeah.
But he's an instant 6. So the movie, I don't know. It just was unnecessary. Like, why make it now? We don't need a backstory on Han Solo. We didn't need it. I thought, don't touch it. I thought it was perfect the way it was. His whole arc and like him dying in Force Awakens and everything. Like, I thought the arc was fine. You didn't need his backstory. And then I didn't really like the guy who played him. I thought he didn't really capture Harrison Ford well. But I mean, I think his name's Alden something. I've seen him in some other stuff, and he's a good actor. It's just I don't think that role was right for him. But there was a different guy that was up for it who looked like Harrison Ford and everything, and like I thought would have been a better candidate, but they ultimately went with who they went with, and I didn't like the movie.
Okay. I mean,
you like it though, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that once I
more than me
on my list. Yeah, I definitely like it more than you do.
What's yours?
So mine is, honestly, my 9 and 10 are kind of like both at the same. But I'll just say, Last Jedi. Last Jedi is,
for reasons we've already discussed.
Yeah, for reasons we already discussed. There's just a lot of bad scenes and characters that it's just we don't need. Like, I don't need Rose, and I thought that like Finn and her like being like as a couple was forced, and I just didn't really understand it because there was like
Rey.
Yeah, it should have been Finn and Rey. Like, they really build that relationship in the first movie, and they completely neglect it in this movie. And I don't need the casino scene. I don't need Admiral Holdo. I mean, Laura Dern, she's a good actress, but I just did not like this character at all.
Yeah, don't get me started. That character was horrible.
And then they just, towards the end, they rip off the Battle of Hoth.
Yep.
It's like, oh wait, it's not snow though, it's salt. Yeah. I mean, they actually went on salt flats to like film that. I mean, I thought that was cool, but
oh yeah, they always film really cool locations.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff I didn't like. The beginning scene was great though. The beginning scene was great, and I would have to say, Yoda coming back, and I think it was the original dude from Empire Strikes Back who voiced Yoda in the beginning, who came back to do that. and he also voices like Miss Piggy and
Frank Oz, man.
Oh, Frank Oz. Yeah, I forgot about that.
He was.
It was just.
Tell me I'm pretty, Kermit. That's for you.
I love that so much.
And an exclusive for two sides of the same coin.
Two sides of the same coin. No, I loved that scene. I thought it was hilarious. It was like, the sacred Jedi text.
That was a good scene. I liked you. Read them heavy.
He was like, you need to stop looking into the sunrise. It's like looking right here. And I thought that was like a very good quote too.
And I did like that that when Rey's trying to get her ship out, or is that in the fourth? Is that in the last one?
I think in the last one, yeah, she does like
But Luke does it for her.
No, yeah, he does it for her. He raises his X-wing.
Yeah.
Okay, which that's another thing from the Rise of Skywalker that I hate. An X-wing or any ship for that matter, if it's under the water for several years, it should not work.
Well, you got to think about like they have probably had technology and he probably forced it or like put a bubble around it.
Yeah, and I guess if you think about it, it could be you could say the same thing about Empire Strikes Back, but his ship was only under the water for like what, a couple hours?
No, it was like days, wasn't it? It was weeks, maybe.
Yeah, like
time really works on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But okay, let's go to number 9.
Number 9, I will put The Rise of Skywalker here.
Okay.
I actually thought like a lot of the action stuff was cool. I thought the whole like the last 30 minutes was really good. It redeemed it for me. I didn't like that they kissed, and I didn't like that
yeah.
I remember watching it, and when they kissed, I was like, no, that doesn't, no.
They forced that so much.
Yeah, like that doesn't even make sense. But I did like that. I actually wanted them to. They kind of copped out with freaking the Emperor.
Yeah.
And I wanted it just to be freaking Kylo, and like he completes like his transition fully to the dark side instead of like redeeming himself and whatever. But
you know how it originally was supposed to go. So they were going to JJ went to George. It was like, what should I do for this last movie? And George wrote a script, and it was supposed to like tie it back to like the Clone Wars. I don't know if you remember when they went to the Celestial Planet, where there was basically the Trinity of the Force. It was like the Father, the Daughter, and like the Dark Son.
In the last one.
No, that was in the Clone Wars that they went to the planet, but the Dark Son from the Clone Wars was supposed to be the main villain in the Rise of Skywalker.
I don't really know enough about that to dive into that.
I think that's why Disney didn't want to do it. It's like, I don't think enough people have seen the Clone Wars. Let's just bring back the Emperor.
For future sponsorships sakes, Disney's great. But
yeah.
But for this movie, Disney sucked.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think I thought that was a cop out. I thought it would have been way better if Kylo just submits to the dark side, and maybe you even see like I don't know. They basically turned him into Anakin again. But they made him like Anakin / Darth Vader, and then brought him back at the end to be like good again, which I thought was kind of a cop out. But overall,
crashing on the character, not Adam Driver. Adam Driver did
no. He played Kylo Ren. I thought Kylo Ren was the best part of the sequels.
Yeah.
Especially in The Force Awakens. God, that movie's so good. Like compared to the other stuff.
Who's your least favorite character of the sequel?
Probably like Phasma.
Okay. For me, it's a tie between Rose and that like rogue stormtrooper from Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Like that one woman. I'm just like, okay, I don't really care about who you are, and I don't really care why.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Okay, moving on. Okay, my number 9 is Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones is great.
I mean, so it is a great movie, and I watched it a lot when I was a kid. But my reasoning for this is I listened to another podcast. I think it's called Star Wars or something, and I heard their take on Attack of the Clones. And the thing is, it's just there a lot of boring stuff happens until you get to like the good part, which I believe happens on the planet of Geonosis, like from all the Jedi in the arena to Count Dooku battle scene. That was great, but like everything up to that was a little boring. I mean, the Jango Fett scene was cool, and there was some cool characters, but I don't know, the whole weird romantic scene between Anakin and Padme I thought was weird. I do love when Hayden Christensen like is a little that dramatic scene. I kind of think it's funny. I killed them all.
And I slaughtered
them like animals. Not just the men.
It's great.
Women and children too.
It's great that you're showing his slight turn to the dark side.
Yeah. I mean, people hate that scene. I don't think it's a bad scene.
Yeah, because they don't want him to turn.
Yeah. All right. So.
Okay. Number 8.
Number 8
for me. That is tough, sir. I'm gonna say. I'll put Attack of the Clones at 8.
Okay.
I love Attack of the Clones. I do think it is a little slow, and the beginning, the whole like bounty hunter chase.
Yeah. I don't really need that.
Yeah. And then like the whole love scene, but I loved like him going to Kashyyyk and stuff, and Jango Fett and stuff, and the ending's great. I used to rewatch that all the time.
Yeah, that is a good ending.
So, but I like the movie overall. I don't mind. I can get through it. It is really slow, but I can get through it.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll go with my number 8. My number 8 is Solo. Solo Star Wars story. I personally love this movie. I mean, the beginning is weird, but I think it's cool how I don't know, a little bit of his background. I mean, it is not necessarily needed, but technically Rogue One was technically not needed either. But I think it was cool to like know the background of I don't know, I would say one of the best characters of Star Wars, because like Luke's background, Leia's background, Obi-Wan Kenobi's background, but you don't really necessarily know Han's background. So that was cool. Loved Woody Harrelson in that movie, and yeah, there was just some cool scenes in that movie that I liked, especially the like that Western duel between Han Solo and Woody Harrelson's character, and it was cool that at the end you kind of saw Darth Maul at the end, and he was like ruling the organization, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I liked the movie. I know it's not necessarily needed, but I think it's more needed than Andor is, and that's actually gonna be the next episode. I'm gonna rant about Andor because
I would have to agree with you there, sir.
It's not. I mean, I talked to Danny a little bit about it Thursday during our match, and I was like, "Hey, do you like it?" He's like, "Yeah, I love it." I'm like, "No." I'm just like, it's so slow and so boring.
So unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary. I mean,
like with I will defend Rogue One with Rogue One was a bridge movie.
Yeah.
Between 3 and 4, which is fine. Like they're not introducing anything new. They're actually they have a plot.
Yeah.
And where as far as Solo is, it's just like one of his adventures or his first adventure, and it's like I don't really care,
I mean, I guess
I want the mystery of him doing everything. Like I don't need to see the Kessel Run.
I mean, I thought that was cool though.
Yeah, but like you got to think you're this far in. Do we need another origin story?
Yeah, that's true.
No.
I know. Honestly, I'd rather have like a solo show than an Andor show.
Yeah, if they made it a show, it would have been better than a movie.
Because Andor, I mean, sure, he does some cool rebel spy stuff, but spoiler alert, he dies in Rogue One. And I don't really need to know more about that character. I could honestly care less.
I agree. Next.
All right, what's your number 7?
This might shock some people, but Phantom Menace.
Okay. I'm not surprised.
No. I have a soft spot for Phantom Menace. I loved Jar Jar Binks. I know people hate him, but I love him. I think he's absolutely hilarious.
Me too.
I think it's dumb but it adds like a little, and he's really not on screen that much. Like if you're annoyed, like he just rewatch the movie. He's not on there that much. Yeah, he says some stupid shit, but it's funny. It's funny when he gets his tongue caught. He's like, "Don't do that again." When he grabs, and freaking Qui-Gon, man, Qui-Gon's probably one of the best characters ever in Star Wars, and the fact that they brought him back in freaking in Obi-Wan, and you hear his voice in Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, that was cool.
So, but yeah, Phantom Menace is the end lightsaber battle is awesome.
Oh, it is. It's amazing.
You can't deny, but that's what they were going for in the prequels. Were good lightsaber battles. That's what he said. He wants good lightsaber battles. Yeah, the dialogue people don't like, but whatever. You just got to pretend that that's how they talked back then.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's a movie. It's made for kids. Like people that really, really hate on it. I'm like, we were kids when the prequels came out.
Yeah.
And they were kids when the original came out. So But
yeah, that's true.
But I can't really hate the movie. It's just at number 7 because I like the other ones more.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same for me. All right, my number 7. Nick, I think this one will shock you. Empire Strikes Back.
At number 6?
Number 7.
You're crazy.
So this is my reasoning.
It's definitely.
I think it's an amazing movie. This list is subject to change, so just remember that. I do think it's an amazing movie. But so it is a darker toned movie. I think that's why people like it, is because it doesn't necessarily have a happy ending. That's what makes it great, but also for me, that's what kind of puts it lower at the list. And there are also some scenes where I'm like, okay, it's a little boring. Like, I would say the 2 most boring scenes for me would be probably some of the stuff at the beginning, not necessarily the Battle of Hoth, but like some of the probing scenes, like them searching for the rebels. You can make that a little bit shorter. I don't really necessarily need to see Luke almost getting killed. And I don't know, some of the meteor scenes were just a little boring. But besides all that, awesome movie. I love Luke's training scenes. I love the lightsaber battles. It's just, yeah, love this movie. Just love the other ones more.
You're crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons I started this podcast.
Moving on.
All right, what's your number 6?
New Hope.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
A New Hope is it's so slow. The only redeeming part is Alec Guinness and when he shows up, like the whole death scene. I mean, you have to get Luke out of there somehow, I guess, but
I mean, you do have to remember, this is like the beginning.
Yeah, but he wrote like scripts before he landed on that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I think it being like the first one, I mean, it's a little bit more. I mean, it's higher on my list.
Well, your list is invalid. You have Empire at 7. I have the poster on my wall.
I never said it wasn't a good movie. I just love the other ones more.
Well, all right. all right. Next, what's yours?
All right, my number 6 is Phantom Menace.
That's fair.
I also love this movie. I also think Jar Jar Binks gets unnecessary hate. I mean, sure, he's an annoying character, but he's
it's not unnecessary. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. I mean, I'd like to see what would have been like if he was actually a Sith Lord, because that's how George Lucas originally wrote him, which would be interesting. But no,
is that true?
Yeah, it is true.
Theory?
It is true.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure it's true. I mean, people say that it was a theory, but I'm pretty sure, because if it was just a theory, it wouldn't have. I feel like it would have been squashed by now.
No, I think he said that that was never I don't know. I like the theory or whatever. I think that's what I saw.
I'm not sure. It might be in a book somewhere. I just bought 15 different Star Wars books. I've been getting into the Legends and all the other stuff. I even got the original trilogy book. I'm kind of planning to read those before I watch the movies.
My man. Move on.
All right, moving on. What's your number 5, sir?
Number 5, we are going to put. I want to put Rogue One here at number 5.
Same.
I think it's a good movie. It's a great. I like the ending. I love Darth Vader coming out and absolutely destroying everybody.
I mean, that was the best scene of that entire movie.
Yes, I agree, and I love how it transitioned to A New Hope, perfectly.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a satisfying conclusion. It sucks that they die at the end, but they did blow up the planet. So
yeah. I mean,
but
some people like to say they made it out, but I don't think so.
Well, maybe you'll probably see that in Andor.
Oh, no. Well, this is 5 years before the Battle of Yavin, or the New Hope.
Yeah. All right. What's your number 4?
All right, my number 4 is Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
I think this movie is great. Especially I agree with Daniel's favorite scene, which is I don't think this is his favorite scene, but one of the best scenes is the intro part where you see the starfighters going, and the cinematics is great. I don't know. I just love this movie because I mean, you laugh a little bit, you cry a little bit, and you're sad at the end. I don't know. I do think it gets a little graphic towards the end, especially when they're working on Darth Vader, which I wasn't necessarily allowed to watch some of the last 5 minutes of that movie when I was younger. But no, I think it's a great movie. The lightsaber scenes are amazing. And I mean, some people hate trash on Hayden Christensen's performance. I think he does an amazing job.
I agree.
You're with him.
My number 4.
Kill me. You're number 4, sir.
My number 4 is probably Force Awakens.
Okay.
I enjoyed it a lot. I think it's just a better New Hope, which is fine for me. I get people are like, they just copied A New Hope. I'm like, yes, they did, but I still enjoyed the movie.
See, I kind of disagree with that, because I see how it connects with New Hope, but at the same time, there's also a disconnect for me, because I almost feel like it's almost too different to be New Hope. But maybe it's because it's just a different time.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted.
No, you're good.
Yeah. I love The Force Awakens. It gave me such shock value when he died.
Yeah.
And I was literally like my jaw dropped, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I was excited for where it was going, and I mean,
Well,
ultimately disappointed, but
I
yes,
was upset because that part was spoiled for me in high school. Actually, I think Tyler Turpin spoiled it for me. He was like, "Oh, Han Solo dies." I'm like, "What?"
yeah, I don't do spoilers unless it's like the weekend after,
Yeah, no,
and,
everyone was
and
spoiling that
I
movie.
put a disclaimer.
Yeah. All right. So what? Wait, what number are we on? We're on that was year 4, right?
Yes,
All right.
you're on.
My number 3 is Return of No, not Return. No. My number 3 is New Hope.
Okay.
This movie is definitely higher on the list for me just because well, it's the first Star Wars movie I ever saw cuz my mom grew up with the original trilogy and she's like, "Okay, we're watching the original trilogy first." And I think at that point she didn't even really know about the uh, the prequels because she's not as into Star Wars as I am. But no, that was just the opening the door for me with Star Wars. And I mean, I remember as a kid watching this early on Saturday mornings, like over and over again with a little toy blaster at that beginning scene, pretending to shoot the stormtroopers coming out on the ship. Um, I don't know. I love the scene. Love Obi-Wan Kenobi, like the first introduction to Obi-Wan Kenobi. That character is amazing. I wish we got a little bit more of him. It's like, hello there. I haven't been called that name in a long time. Oh no, I love that character.
It's yeah. He like I said, he redeems the movie for me.
Yeah, he does. Um, I don't know. And I think there's some funny scenes. Like I definitely love the Han Solo scene when they're rescuing Princess Leia, and he's like, "Everything's fine here. We're all fine here. Thank you. How are you?" I
Yeah.
just there's so many funny lines like that. I like that. Um, but no, it's a classic nostalgia for me. Just to sum it up. All right, what's your number 2?
My number two. No, I'm at number three.
Oh, you are at number 3. I'm sorry, number 3.
My number three is The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Great movie. I love it. I love the lightsaber battle. I love the whole Luke and Vader stuff. I love Luke's training. I love Yoda. I don't think you need the Battle of Hoth. I thought the Battle of Hoth was pretty boring. Um,
I mean,
you don't really need. I get what you're saying, where you don't need Luke like almost dying.
yeah.
Yeah, you could cut that. I think literally you could cut the first 25 minutes, and then up until like Luke comes back, and then they get into the ships and then actually battle. That part's cool, but before that, it's like the first 20 minutes is just so boring.
I don't
Uh,
know. The Battle of Hoth, I feel like you almost need just for because you kind of have to think like right when like um after New Hope, it was like okay, the Death Star is destroyed, and that was like a big space station. It's like you don't really know how big the Empire really is. I mean, sure you see it's big by the Death Star, but it's like okay, the Death Star destroyed. There was a lot of people on this Death Star. Is the Empire still like big? And it's kind of showing, oh, even though the Death Star is destroyed, the might of the Empire is still big. I think you needed.
yeah, but it's also boring. Moving
I
on.
mean, okay, all right,
I get what you're saying.
yeah, all right. My number 3 is Return of the Jedi.
You said
Uh,
already.
no, I didn't.
No?
I almost said it for
Oh,
my number 3, but I I just changed my list last minute before we got on. Um, because New Hope and Return of the Jedi are like right there for me. Um, I love Return of the Jedi. Amazing movie. Uh, I do agree with you with some things because I've heard you talk about this movie before. I think they should have kept in that that deleted scene where he was like making his lightsaber. Then again,
yes.
I guess at that point, no one really understood the concept of like kyber crystals.
Yeah, but if they threw that in there, you could have understood it.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like maybe there should be like I think a re-edit of some of the like the trilogies. I mean, I know some people would hate this, but I think you need to add in the deleted scene for Return of the Jedi, and for New Hope, I think you should like put in a better lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. I mean, there is an edit of it. Someone did an edit of it and made it look amazing. And I'm like, you should put that in the movie. But yeah, no, Return of the Jedi, it's a great movie. Um, I mean, I guess the scenes at Jabba's palace were honestly like the most annoying for me, because it's just like, okay, I mean, sure, we need to rescue Han, but at the same time, it was just it was a very long and drawn out, I thought. But yeah, love the Ewoks on Endor, and love all the cinematics and stuff. I don't know, it was a really cool movie. I'll get into it more when I do a review on it. But I mean, I will say I was a little upset that I felt like Boba Fett just died so easily, or technically he didn't die because he survived. Which Book of Boba Fett was awful. It was a terrible show. I'll get more into that later.
Didn't watch it.
Don't. It's not worth it.
I think that's the consensus.
Yeah. All right. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Also used to be my favorite, but I think you know what my number 1 is.
I know what your number 1 is.
But Return of the Jedi is just so good. It's the one I watched the most as a kid. I enjoy the Ewoks. Some people hate the Ewoks. I don't know. I think it's just such a good movie. It's classic. The end battle scene is the best. With Vader and Luke, and
that is true.
The Emperor, like that whole payoff, the last like half hour, and how it intertwines with like the Ewoks battle and everything, I think is really cool. Because you're showing what's going on up in the ship and what's going on down at the planet. Like you're seeing like, oh, these guys are like all out war, and up top, Luke's like just standing there. He's like, you can't help your friends. Strike me down and you become more powerful than either of them.
I guess one thing that I don't understand is Vader's telling Luke that he could destroy the Emperor, but in that one scene where Luke almost like puts his lightsaber into the Emperor, Darth Vader like deflects it, and I'm just thinking, okay, you just telling your son that he could destroy the Emperor and you just saved his life.
Well, I think that was the plan.
Okay.
I think the whole well, Vader wasn't turned back at that point. He was still under the Emperor's control.
Yeah, that's true.
The whole thing with Vader is like the Emperor has him under control the whole time. Like after he put that in his head that like he could show him like the power and he could be the most powerful Jedi and take over the world and everything, like he believed it. And then his brain, honestly, he kind of felt trapped. Like if I can't overthrow the Emperor by myself because he wasn't as strong as he was as Anakin.
Yeah.
I think if he wins that battle against Obi-Wan, I think he does go and kill the Emperor like in the games.
Yeah.
I think he would go kill the Emperor and realize that I don't need him anymore, especially after Padme died.
I mean, that's how I think the Revenge of the Sith game, I think it was like for PS2.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
That's like the alternate ending.
Yeah.
If you play as Anakin and you win.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good movie.
But I think it's the awesome Star Wars. They ruined it, but the story.
Yeah.
But I think think it's a good and that I think is a great payoff. You're left wanting a little more. Maybe they should have made one more movie and showed like what life was like after. But also, it's good to imagine. So
yeah, that's true. I mean, they did have a bunch of Star Wars books telling the story afterwards, which I plan on reading a lot of them.
Yeah.
Right.
What's yours?
All right. So my number one, my all-time favorite movie is Force Awakens. The impact in the theater was just like so good for me because I had never seen a Star Wars movie in the theater until that point. And also, I mean, my parents got it for me as a Christmas gift, so we saw it like the day after Christmas, and my parents booked the front row. If you ever meet my dad, he will tell you I was like moving back and forth in my seat the entire time because I was just like into the movie. Like my dad's like, if you walked forward, you would have went into the screen. I just love the movie. It's so great. You get to meet some new characters, and I thought it was like a good introduction to like a new Star Wars story. I thought it was a great movie. And then Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker came out and kind of tainted it. And people say, "Oh, I hate the sequels." I do not think you should put Force Awakens into that category because I think it's a great movie and a great introduction into the story. It just had bad follow up.
I agree.
And I wish they would redo the sequels, even though I don't think that's gonna happen.
Nah, it's way too late. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
My number one is the greatest Star Wars movie of all time. It is Revenge of the Sith.
Yep. Good movie.
Revenge of the Sith is amazing. There's never a dull moment from start to finish. It's action, action, action. And then when the slow parts do happen, it's still like important.
Yeah, that's true.
When like probably the slowest part is him telling him about Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Which I got a book on him.
And even that is like that's so cool to hear the story because it expands the universe.
Yeah.
Of a character that you haven't seen, and then it makes you like, oh, I wonder what he was like.
Yeah.
And then the ending, lightsaber battle is the greatest battle of all of Star Wars. I don't think there is an argument for that.
I don't know.
What? It's literally like 20 minutes of just.
Yeah, I know it's 20 minutes.
Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, it's definitely so awesome. Up there for me, but like if you've ever seen the Darth Maul and Obi-Wan battle from Star Wars Rebels, I mean it's very short, but I don't know, there's a lot of impact there.
Yeah, but that's animation. I'm talking about live action Star Wars.
It's definitely up there.
It's the greatest Star Wars battle ever.
Yeah, okay. No, I agree with you. It's definitely the greatest one.
You can't say like animation, of course, because they can do a lot more with animation.
That's true.
But yeah, it's so good. It's so badass. The whole movie's great. General Kenobi. Like everything's great. Grievous is a great like boss for like the leader of the droids, the Separatists. Yeah. And like you get to see, I don't know, you just get to see so much. And I love the turn of Darth Vader. And I don't know, it's just such a good movie from start to finish.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely the strongest of the prequels.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Now, if people say that, Empire or whatever is better, just know like that's Star Wars movie I first saw was Revenge of the Sith. I was 6 years old in the theater going, oh my God.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I think that's why Force Awakens is my favorite because I just saw it was the first one I saw in the theater, and I don't know. I guess when you have that first moment of watching Star Wars in the theater, I think that sometimes affects your view of the movie.
Oh, believe me, I saw it opening night.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
Yeah. But I would have to say a difference for this movie is like unlike a lot of movies today, it's like, oh, it was great in the theater and then you watch it at home and it's not as great. These movies will be great in and out of the theater. Except some of the sequels.
Yes.
Okay. So, I have an actual surprise segment for you, but I just want you to check the time first before we go into it. Are you still good on time?
I've been out of time for like 20 minutes, but keep going.
Okay. So,
really quick. Go.
All right. Quick segment. So, a segment I'm going to do every time I have a guest on a Star Wars episode, I'm going to ask a few Star Wars trivia questions to test your knowledge on Star Wars. And also, I mean, for those who don't know, Nick and I do a lot of movie trivia outside of this. So, for your first question, who was the ruler of Naboo that Queen Amidala replaced?
Like the queen before her?
Or
the
I'll give you multiple choice because I've never heard of these answers before. All right. A, King Robenia. B, King Flabonka. C, King Vernua. Or D, Queen Lamatuna. I have to say before, I don't remember any of these characters.
They weren't in the movie.
Yeah, it's probably background content.
Yes.
Some deep cut stuff.
I think it's D.
That is incorrect. It's C, King Vernuna. All right. I'm trying to see. Okay. Last one before you have to go. What courageous act did Anakin Skywalker perform in the Battle of Naboo? A, he helped infiltrate the Theed Palace. B, he destroyed the main reactor of the droid control ship. C, he aided Jar Jar Binks in the fight against the droid army. Or D, he assisted Qui-Gon Jinn in his fight against the Sith. That was kind of an easy one.
B as in boy.
Yep, B as a boy. That is correct.
I could have said that with multiple choice.
Okay, actually, we'll do one quick more. Who said, feel, don't think, trust your instincts?
Repeat the question.
Who said, feel, don't think, trust your instincts?
Qui-Gon.
That is correct. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well.
He said that to Anakin before he went on the pod race.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Don't test me, baby.
All right. So, Nick, thank you for being on the podcast. Do you have anything you'd like to plug besides the movie room?
Thank you for having me. Movie room on YouTube, uploading videos now.
I look forward to watching them.
The first video shall be up. There'll be one up Monday and one up Wednesday. Resident Evil collection unboxing, and I also have a Friday the 13th unboxing that's coming out.
Ooh.
And basically, it's going to be horror stuff because it's October. And after that, we'll see. Movie Room podcast with Big Hoss and myself. New episodes. We're trying to do them weekly. They normally come out on Fridays. So Spotify, Apple Podcast, Podbean, whatever you want.
Yep.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Yep. It was great.
This was a fun time.
It was a fun time.
Hope you come back.
Yep. Oh, definitely have you back. We'll probably have you back for the Revenge of the Sith episode.
Maybe me and Daniel as a pair. That
maybe. Yeah. That's the plan. If you'd like to follow the two sides of the same coin, we have email now. Two Sides of the Same Coin Pod at gmail.com. We also now have an Instagram, 2sides.of.the.same.coin on
nice
on Instagram. Yeah, there's a lot of dots. I'll put it in the description. And also, we are now on not just Spotify, not just Anchor. We are also now on Apple Podcasts. It was difficult, but I finally did it.
Mama.
If there's any other platforms that you'd like to see our podcast on, please let me know. I've been Noah.
I've been Nico.
And you ate my enchilada.
You did.
All right, and this has been iCarly. Ha, take that.
No, it has not.
No, this is Drake and Josh.
My man.
Peace
out, guys.
Peace out, my lovers.